QQQ, or the Invesco QQQ Trust, puts the 100 most important Nasdaq stocks into your portfolio in one trade. Best of all, it leaves out financials, focusing your portfolio on companies in faster growing sectors. The QQQ is a low-cost way to own the companies building the future economy. And rather than trying to pick the right tech stock to buy and when to buy it, place one trade and you own them all right now. It has a fee of just 0.2% a year. That means it comes to $20 a year for every $10,000 invested. That is very low compared to other funds. QQQ is the fifth most popular exchange-traded fund in the world, holding more than $170 billion in investors' assets. It tracks the Nasdaq 100 index, which owns the most valuable non-financial stocks on the Nasdaq. QQQ is also the largest ETF that tracks a narrow slice of the stock market. The largest ETF is the Broad SPY, which owns all the stocks in the S&P 500. But while the QQQ stock isn't a broad market ETF, it owns the most valuable stocks trading on the Nasdaq. That definition means the QQQ is very tech-heavy. QQQ stock is heavily tilted to mega-cap tech stocks. All of its top 10 holdings are technology or tech-related companies, like Amazon.com. Let's take a look at its top 10 holdings and see how it's weighted. All right, so as you can see here, Apple's at the top at 12.1%, Microsoft 10.2%, Alphabet, which is Google, at 7.6%, Amazon at 7.3%, and then it gets lower and lower, Tesla, Nvidia, Meta Platforms, Broadcom, Costco, and Cisco Systems. The Nasdaq 100 isn't as famous as the Dow Jones Industrial Average, but it's superior in many ways, in my opinion. QQQ is much broader. It holds 100 stocks compared to Dow Jones' 30 holdings. QQQ is also more fully representative of the big market leaders. The Nasdaq 100 gives greater weight to companies with the most value trading in the market. This is arguably a superior method to the Dows. The Dow weights stocks based on their per-share prices. This makes no logical sense in my opinion, as Microsoft shouldn't be given twice more influence than Apple simply because it trades for about $335 a share and Apple just $169. They're both worth roughly $1.7 trillion. QQQ relies less heavily on human intervention. It's passively managed after all. Changes are made to both the Dow and Nasdaq 100 QQQ as stocks are put in and taken out. Humans choose what's in the Dow and when changes are made. But since QQQ owns all large Nasdaq stocks, there is no judgment in what goes in and what comes out each year. QQQ is overall just a better performer. Perhaps most importantly, QQQ blows away the Dow in terms of gains. QQQ stock returned 15.9% annually over the past 15 years, which includes dividends. The SPDR Dow Jones Industrial Average returned only 9.8% annually during that time. And over the past 5 years, the QQQ returned 22.1% annually, topping the 12.8% return by the Dow. Technology and communication stocks dominate QQQ stock, accounting for more than 2/3 of the index. That heavy sector concentration is a risk. The QQQ will suffer much more than the S&P 500 if tech stocks correct. Okay, let's break it down by sector. First, we have information technology, 51%, which, as you can see, makes it the majority. Consumer discretionary, 18.4%. Communication services, 16.1%. Healthcare, 5.7%. Consumer staples, 5.1%. Industrials, 3.7%. And utilities at 0.9%. Few people buy tech stocks with the goal of dividends, but an increasing number of these stocks pay dividends. Apple and Microsoft are decent dividend payers now. But these dividends are a drop in the bucket as a majority of Nasdaq 100 stocks pay no dividend. So if you're into dividends, this is really not for you. Overall, QQQ stock's dividend yield is just 0.5%, or less than half the yield of the S&P 500. QQQ stock is a great option for investors who want to make sure they don't miss out on the next Amazon or Google. When leading Nasdaq stocks get big, they land on the QQQ. This is a low-fuss way to own a diversified basket of hot stocks. I hope that this video has shown you whether or not QQQ is right for your portfolio. Please remember to subscribe for more videos like this and to help me grow my channel.